As I have been talking here at Kevara Farm, we have not faced a challenge of diseases, but there are other challenges which I faced as a beginner poultry farmer. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the challenges which I faced, and I'm going to be telling you how I solved all those challenges. And the number 3 challenge is about rats which came and killed my birds. So as we all know, you can't put poison inside your chicken house. You will be killing your chicken. So watch this video up to the end, in that you can get to learn how you can kill the rats inside your chicken house. Please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't subscribed. And to our returning viewers, thank you so much. Thank you for joining this family. And please consider liking this video. Ask me below in the comment section. I'm glad to answer all your questions. And please share this video. You could be having friends or family who are interested in poultry farming. So you can consider sharing this video such that they can also get on this information. So the number 1 challenge which I faced was inadequate information. Guys, when I began, I had done all the research. I had asked some farmers, I had talked to farmers, but they do not give you all the information that you need. And then another problem is because you do not know, so you trust what they are telling you, whether it is right or wrong. So for example, when I brought in my birds, I didn't know, I didn't have any knowledge about their feeding, concentrates, ratios. I didn't even understand these things. So when I asked someone about the concentrate to use, they told me some concentrate which was new on the market. Actually, my birds were among their first birds, so they were just trying on my birds. So this affected my birds so much, because my birds reached at 18 weeks when there was no sign for them that they are about to start laying. Then because I didn't know what to do, then they told me that you just add them feed, add them feed. Remember, when you're adding feed to your birds, remember, when you're adding feeds to your bird, it comes at a cost. It comes with a cost. And then once you add the feed, which means you're going to maintain that number of kilograms which you've added up to the point when you're going to offlay these birds. So guys, it affected me in that I continue producing at a high cost, meaning my profits which I made were affected, and were greatly affected because of that. So this is how I managed to solve. I kept on doing research. I kept on getting more knowledge about the concentrate, so I had to land on the concentrate which was good. And once I started using it, after 2 weeks, my birds started laying. So my first bunch started. Then another challenge which I faced as a beginner poultry farmer, it was the high cost of feeds. Guys, when we started this poultry farm, we did all our calculations at a point when the cost of feed was low. So that was a mistake number 1, because after 2 months the prices of feed doubled. So you can imagine, I had to use all the money which I had budgeted for to feed these birds within a very short period of time, and the money got finished. So I had to go and borrow money in order to solve this problem. Then another way how I this problem of high cost of feed, I started studying how the trend of maize is on the market, and I came to know that when the prices of maize are low, it is when the maize is a lot on the market. And then when the maize is not enough on the market, then the prices go high. So in the seasons when the maize is a lot on the market, I started stocking the maize, and then when the prices go high, I start to use the maize which I've stocked, and that way I be producing at a low cost. So that is how I solved the problem of high cost of feed. So you can also do that if you are facing a problem of high cost of feed. Then another problem was lack of market. Guys, when you're a new farmer and you're producing very many number of eggs, you face the challenges, and you remember you're producing these numbers every day. So if you do not have markets, you're going to suffer, you're going to face a challenge because you need money to buy the feeds. So I faced that challenge. Much as I was not new in this egg business, I remember when I would remember the time I would sell, I would be selling few numbers, and this time I'm having a very huge number of eggs. And then remember I would be selling alongside the streets. So this time I cannot go to the streets to sell the eggs. If I go, which means I'm abandoning the farm. And once you abandon the farm, these are also challenges which are going to come, because you're abandoning the farm. You're going to find a lot of mistakes done at the farm. So I wouldn't go to the streets to sell the eggs. So what I did, I opened up some shop near the market, and then there I put some worker to sell. So the worker would sell, and then people kept on coming. As people kept on coming, we got some clients who would want huge numbers, and then the worker would just give in my number. So that is how I managed to get customers who always take what I produce every day. So that is how I managed to beat the problem of market. Guys, I did not lose my birds through any disease. I've not lost any bird because it is sick, but I've lost birds because of rats. Rats. Because I did not know, and I had never even imagined that rats can eat chicken. I was actually shocked. The first time we woke up in the morning and we found like a skeleton of chicken in the house. Then we started wondering what could be that is eating the chicken. I called even the vets. When they looked at it, one of them commented that he had actually never seen that. So I put the boys to track and see what could be eating the birds. And guess what? They saw a line of rats coming, and they would start to eat the tails of the chicken. I got shocked and I did not know what to do, guys. And at this point, I thought about quitting chicken, because every day I would lose around 8 to 10 birds. So it was too much. And remember, if you put poison inside the chicken house, or if you put traps, you're going to be killing your chicken. So I had nothing to do. I at that point my head was stuck. After thinking a lot and after asking, all those things were not working. So I came up with an idea of putting sights inside the chicken house. If you can see, my chicken house is having sights inside, and this sight is where we put our poison. So when the rats are moving around, they will enter and eat on that poison. So you will just keep on removing rats from the chicken house which are dead. So by doing that, I killed only the rats, and I did not kill any of my birds. So that is how I managed to solve the problem of rats. So guys, challenges will always happen, especially when you're a beginner poultry farmer. You don't know what to do, but please, I encourage you not to give up, because for every problem there is a solution to it. So always make sure that you find a solution to every problem that you will face as a poultry farmer, and you'll be able to move on with poultry farming. So those are the challenges which I faced as a beginner poultry farmer. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to this channel, and again, ask me in the comment section. I'm glad to answer all your questions. Bye bye, see you in another video.